Welcome back. Well, it appears younger employees don't think about a promotion at work, and if they do, they don't really think it's worth it. So if you're navigating a career crossroads, be it a potential promotion or doing something completely different, stress management expert Mitch Creasey is here to help. Watch this. Mitch, so good to see you. Happy New Year. Okay, I've been hearing a lot about this term, so I need you to set me straight. Workplace behavior, it's called conscious unbossing. What is that?
Well, Kara, it is a very nifty Gen Z term for essentially turning down a deserved promotion for seemingly no reason.
Oh, okay, interesting. It's kind of like the conscious uncoupling, Gwyneth Paltrow. Okay, why are more millennial and Gen Z workers turning down promotions? That seems odd.
Yeah, so 70% of Gen Z see middle management as high stress, low reward. And if we want to know why, we really need look no further than their manager. 75% of them are actively experiencing burnout, 27% working on their exit strategy currently, and 43% are disconnected from their work. So if that's the example that's being set for you, no thank you.
Yeah, what are they then doing instead? What do they do if they're not climbing the ladder, so to speak?
Yeah, they're looking for jobs that align with their personal values. And if they don't exist, they're going and creating them. I myself have two clients who left broadcast. One now works in video games. The other started their own mental health app. Another client of mine, they left the C-suite of a food and beverage company. Now they just invest in great people doing great things. So it's all about aligning with personal values. And side note, it's going to be very interesting with these return to office mandates that are rolling down now to see what happens next. Who's going to kind of give first? It's going to be interesting to see.
It is interesting. You know, I think there were a few silver linings to the pandemic, and one of them was people reevaluating what they really wanted to do, and companies also doing the same. So Mitch, for companies, you have 3 things they can do to retain the talent. What are they?
Yeah, so I like to keep it on brand, use the acronym AGM for annual general meeting. So the first one is be available. Everyone assumes that people in their company everybody wants $1 million check, and that's just not the case. People want to be heard, so make yourself available to listen. The second thing, get curious. Instead of pointing the finger and saying, oh, these young people, they're entitled and they're lazy. No. Start asking questions. Would I want this job? What would make me want this job? Would they want this job? What would make them want this job? So get curious. And lastly, mentorship. For a lot of these people, it's their second job. They've never been in this position before where they think they want something, they get it, and then go, oh, I don't want that. That can be unnerving. So instead of pointing the finger, provide some support. That's how you retain top talent.
I like that you ended with the provide the support, because I feel like sometimes a little goes a long way, and sometimes bosses think on this huge macro level, and it's like sometimes you just need a little conversation and a little relation. It's not that deep.
Not that deep. And I will say this too, whether it's your 20 or your 80, it's your first job, your 50th job, it is completely normal to have that what's the point moment. And while it may feel like you are at a crossroads, really it is a detour back to yourself.
Oh, I love that, Mitch. Okay, I have to ask you, because I value your opinion and your thoughts on so many things. Do you, Mitch Creasey, have New Year's resolutions? How do you approach the new year?
Okay, this might be a bit. I love that you asked this. I'm of two minds, and this is going to be a bit grinchy. But in my mind, if I'm using any sort of holiday to change my behavior, I haven't done it right in the earlier 52 weeks of the year. So in my mind, every day gets to be Christmas, or every day gets to be January 1st if I decided to. So I'm not waiting for a specific day to change a behavior or start to do something differently. That's number one. But number two, I actually just read an article this morning from a journalist who in 2025 made a point of having a coffee with a new person that they found interesting every week of the year. They didn't post about it. There was nothing to get from it. It was just about socializing. And they said they met so many cool people. Collaborations did happen, but it really did open their social circle and their network. And I read that this morning. I was like, ooh, I like that. Perhaps challenge accepted.
I love that. Adding something to enrich your life that, makes you a little more social, makes you get out of your comfort zone. Mitch, you always set us straight, set us on the right track. Thank you for that valuable advice. And who do you got winning the national championship, my friend? Hoosiers? I knew the answer to that, so I had to ask him. Thank you, Mitch, for your time. I so appreciate you. I've been really good about not talking about the Hoosiers. You can follow Mitch for more tips and advice on Instagram at The President's Coach. Hoosiers. All right, how are you doing with your New Year's resolution?